FedEx expands SAF use to DFW and JFK amid supply pressure. FedEx closed out 2025 by expanding its use of sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, to two of the most strategic airports in the U.S., Dallas-Fort Worth International, DFW, and New York's John F. Kennedy International, JFK. These deployments mark a steady scaling strategy, not a headline-chasing move. Across 2025, FedEx used SAF at 5 major domestic hubs, securing supply deals that added up to roughly 5 million gallons of neat SAF. At DFW and JFK, the company secured deliveries of 2 million neat gallons, supplied at a minimum 30% blend. While that volume represents a small fraction of FedEx's global fuel needs, the focus on high-traffic hubs like DFW is strategic. Starting in December 2025, FedEx became the first airline, cargo or commercial, to regularly purchase SAF at DFW outside of pilot programs. That shift away from demonstration projects hints at a new phase for SAF, integrating cleaner fuels into standard airport operations rather than treating them as outliers. Supply chain pressures cast a shadow over demand growth. Behind the scenes, FedEx is leaning on fuel distributors like World Fuel Services to move from bespoke SAF sourcing to something more scalable. These partners are essential for integrating SAF into existing aviation fuel platforms, lowering the operational complexity for airlines. However, this distribution model still relies heavily on SAF production capacity, something that remains limited heading into 2026. Industry forecasts reflect that tension. The International Air Transport Association, IATA, expects growth in global SAF output to decelerate in 2026, even as airline commitments continue to rise. FedEx leadership has warned that policy frameworks prioritizing demand-side action without equivalent support for production could lead to a squeeze. The result: more airlines chasing a limited pool of alternative fuel, risking missed emissions targets despite good faith investments. SAF is just one part of FedEx's broader decarbonization approach. Alongside alternative fuel procurement, the company continues to invest in aircraft upgrades and operational efficiency across its 700-plus aircraft fleet. Having cut aircraft emissions intensity by 30% between 2005 and F2024, FedEx has set a new target of 40% by 2034. As the company navigates the shift from SAF pilots to permanent supply chains, its deployments at DFW and JFK illustrate both momentum and constraint. With infrastructure starting to catch up, the next hurdle is ensuring there's enough fuel to meet growing ambition.